Welcome to our yoga. We're going to start a little bit different today. We're actually going to start on our backs. Feet flat on the floor. Placing your hands right above your hip bones. Relaxing your eyes. And just taking deep breaths. As we continue on your exhale, I want you to start pressing your low back to the mat. Feel that deep abdominal or your transverse abdominals press into your fingers as you exhale, and then release. Just continue that on your own. Again, your fingers are placed right above your hip bones. You're relaxing as you inhale. Pressing into those fingers with your deep abdominals as you exhale. Go ahead and do one more. Exhale and relax. We're going to cross over for our figure four, crossing the outside of our ankle over our thigh. From here, we're going to allow the foot that's flat on the floor to rotate out to the side. Keep that chest facing up. So if you can get that cross leg flat on the floor, go ahead and bring it flat on the floor. If not, go as far as you can. We're staying in that figure four here. Slowly bringing that foot flat to the floor. And taking that knee or under your thigh or your shin and hugging for your figure four, stretching those glutes. We're starting a little bit different, starting on our backs today. Gently release. Let's uncross that leg, shake it out if you need to, before crossing over for the other side. So crossing into that figure four when you're ready, allowing that leg to drop over to the side. Again, if you can, getting that crossed leg to go flat on the floor. If not, just going as far as you can. Both shoulders stay pressed to the floor here. Slowly bringing that foot flat to the floor. Hips on the floor before hugging into that figure four, either under on your thigh or from your shin. Gently release, uncrossing your legs, bringing both feet back to the floor, placing those hands back on your hips. We're going to do a little more core control here. So we're going to start deep breath in, just like we did in the beginning. As you exhale, press those deep abdominals into your fingers. So right above your hip bones, you should feel that deep muscle. As you exhale, go ahead and relax. So feel free to stop at any point if you want to take it the next step with me. We're going to bring those feet off the floor. Notice how my knees are not coming over my hips, or they're not tucking into my chest. They're staying over my hips. So in a straight line here with those hands on your hips. As you exhale, let's continue to press, using those deep abdominal muscles to prevent your knees from coming in, to prevent that lower back from releasing from the floor. Here's your level 2. So level 1 was feet on the floor. Level 2, feet off the floor. If you want to take it to level 3, we're going to tap our heels to the floor, keeping that core control. So not letting our hips release. Feel that deep abdominal, press into your fingers. Exhale each time you tap. Remember, you have a few options here. Just like I tell my boot camp class, just because you start with 1 doesn't mean you need to finish. So if you start at level 3, you don't have to finish with level 3. Let's do 1 more on each side. Awesome job, team. Let's hug those knees into your chest. Roll out your lower back onto your mat, drawing little circles. Reverse the direction when you're ready. Placing those feet on the floor, let's go ahead and roll over to our bellies. Feet on the floor, eyes are looking down. As you inhale, let's lift. Avoid using your hands or your forearms. Let's use our lower back muscles to lift and raise. Exhale as you release. So it's not a big raise here. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you release. Let's do 1 more without pressing with our hands or forearms. This time, if you want to press yourself up into your cobra, whether you're on your forearms or your hands, go ahead and inhale, pressing up into the cobra of your choice. Press those shoulders down. Open your chest here. Exhale, release. Elbows stay close to your body. As you press your hips off the floor, allow your chest to follow and sit back into child's pose. Awesome job, everyone. Feel free to use this time to recenter. I'm going to walk my hands side to side. You can rock your hips. Inhale, big shift into that tabletops position. Making adjustments if we need to. Shoulders in line with your hips. Knees in line with your, I think I said that wrong. Shoulders in line with your wrists. Knees in line with your hips. When you're ready, begin your cat-cow. Inhale as you lift and open. Exhale as you tuck and round. Control through the shoulders, control through the hips and the pelvis. Try to keep the movement between your shoulders and your hips. So what I mean by that is try not to rock forward and backwards. Keep that movement through your spine. Of course, your head follows the movement. Exhale, releasing back into that tabletops. I'm going to work your core today. So in this position, tucking your toes under, we're going to keep that flat back. So belly tight. We're hovering our knees over the floor. So we don't want to raise those hips. Notice that glass of water is going to spill. Keep that back flat. If you drop your hips, again, that water is going to spill. Nice and tight. Hovering just about an inch off the floor here. Go ahead and extend those knees, push your hips back for your downward dog, making adjustments if needed. Take your time as you warm up into this pose here. You can rock your hips side to side, wag your tail, maybe pedal out through your feet. Bring those feet flat to the floor. Inhale, shift your weight forward into your plank. I'm going to walk my hands forward just a little bit, holding your plank. Modified position is knees down to the floor, so your hips are not pressing back, even if you modify to your knees. That flat back here. Exhale, release your knees, sit back on your heels, keep your arms forward. Use this time to recenter. Like I said, we are doing a lot of core today, so be prepared. Roll out those wrists if you need to. We are going to bring it back up. Inhale, shift your weight forward, tabletops. Tucking your toes under, lift those knees up and hips back into that downward dog. From here, we are going to raise into our three-legged dog. So right leg lifts, hips stay square to the floor. So what I mean by that is try not to open up your hips, not quite yet at least. Inhale, shift your weight forward, tuck your knee into your chest. Exhale, kick that leg back into your three-legged dog. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, big shift forward. Exhale, kick back. Gently release that foot back down to your mat. Shift your weight forward for your plank. Adjust those feet if you need to. Gently release to those knees and release onto your hips. Use this time to recenter. Roll out your wrists if you need to. Like I said, we are going to be on our wrists a lot today, so make sure you're taking care of them during these recovery or these little breaks. Uh-oh. I think the puppy just dropped something. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Tucking your toes under, lifting those knees up, hips back into that downward dog. This time we're raising our left foot for our three-legged dog. Again, hips stay square to the floor to start. On your next inhale, shift your weight forward, tuck your knee into your chest. Exhale, kick back, slow and controlled three-legged dog. We have one more. Inhale, shift your weight forward, knee into your chest. Exhale, kick back, extend. Gently release that leg, that foot. And walk those feet forward. Let's give those wrists, elbows, shoulders a little bit of a break. Shake it out. Holding our forward fold here. Tucking our knees into our chest. Let's roll slowly into our standing. Head, like always, is last to stack. Big inhale overhead. As you exhale, I'm going to turn so you can see me. As you exhale, we're going to place that left hand either on your hips or across your body and feel that stretch to the side. With your hand on your side, it just provides a little more support. Feel free to allow that hip to push out to the side here. You're welcome to take this stance a little wider for more support, more balance if you'd like. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop that left arm down, or sorry, right arm down, left arm reaches over. I get my rights and lefts confused. Sometimes I mirror, sometimes I don't. Keep that chest forward. Try to avoid this rotation here. If you're rotating, bring it up a little bit. You don't have to reach so far out. Inhale, lift back up. Big breath in. Adjust those feet back in line with your hips if you take that a little bit wider. Arms reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Lengthen through the spine. Hands down to your mat. If you have some sort of elevation, feel free to use that. We are going to walk out soon. Into that downward dog. Walk those hands forward. Make adjustments as needed. When you're ready, let's extend that right leg into that three-legged dog. We're going to add to our sequence here. This time, allowing our hips to open, pointing our right toe over to the left wall or the left side. Feel your hips stack. I'm kind of kicking my closet, so don't use me as an example. Extend that leg, square your hips back to the floor. Three-legged dog. Inhale as you shift your weight forward. Tuck your knee into your chest. This time stepping into a runner's lunge. Awesome job, everyone. Inhale, let's lift into our high lunge. Keep those hips tucked under. Exhale, twisting, opening to the right side. Amazing job, everyone. Inhale, lift back into high lunge. Exhale, hands are placed on the inside of that front leg. Let's step back into our plank. I'm going to have you hold this for a second. Gently release those knees. Let's sit back into child's pose. Again, feel free to roll out those wrists if you need to. We're going to do the other side in a second. Inhale, shift forward. Tucking our toes under, lifting those knees up, hips back into your downward dog, adjusting as needed. Let's go ahead and raise that left foot for your three-legged dog. Allowing your hips to stack as you point that toe over to the right side. Really try to focus on keeping those elbows soft. Try not to lock out your joints here. Extend that leg, square those hips back to the floor. Inhale, shift your weight forward, this time stepping into your runner's lunge. Amazing job, everyone. Big lift into our high lunge. Roll those hips under. Exhale, opening over to the left. Inhale, big lift. Exhale, place those hands on the inside of that front foot. Step back into your plank, adjust as necessary. I'm going to have you hold it for a few breaths here. Gently release those knees and sit back into your child's pose. Very good, everyone. I know I'm not making it easy on you on this Monday. You'll be so proud when you're done. Again, take advantage of this time to roll out your wrists. Maybe bring those arms to your sides. Stretch out those shoulders. Kind of move around your elbows. Let's get ready for our side plank. So shifting our weight into our tabletops. We're going to bring our left hand to the center as we open our hip over to the right. So notice my wrist is stacked directly under my shoulder, so it's not at an angle. We're stacking here. So here's level 1. My knee is on the floor, hips stay open, out to the side. Arm reaches up. My level 2, I'm going to extend this bottom leg and kick it behind my already extended leg. And level 3, stacking. You actually have 4 levels today. Stacking your feet. All right, for those of you who are really trying to kick butt today, let's extend that top leg. Star, this is a very advanced move, so gives you something to work towards. Release that foot down to the floor. Rotate back to your plank. Gently release your knees, sit back on your heels. I'm going to turn over to the other side so my back is not facing you for the next one. Take advantage of this recovery. Use this as your you time. When you're ready, let's shift our weight forward. You have one more. Bring this time our right hand to the center. Open up over to your left. Again, make sure that wrist is stacked directly under your shoulder. Here's your level 1. You have 4 levels for the side plank. Level 2, you're taking that bottom leg and placing it behind your extended leg. Level 3, you're stacking your feet. And level 4, you're raising that top leg. Gently release, rotate back to center. Gently release those knees and sit back onto your heels. You did it. The hard part's over, everyone. Let's bring those hands below our shoulders, use them to press ourselves up and bring it back to our glutes. We're going back down to our mat here. I want you to place your hands gently on your thighs. With control, I want you to roll those hips under, and I want you to release one vertebrae at a time without letting your feet release. So exhale. Notice abs are engaged. Shoulder, head is last to release. Great job, everyone. When you're ready, let's hug one knee into our chest. Reach for the outside of that leg. Bring that knee across your body. Feel free to allow your hip to release and open up your opposite arm out to the side. Take your time to roll back onto both hips. Bring that knee back to center. Let's extend that leg reaching from under on your thigh, your calf, or maybe even your ankle. Feel that stretch in your hamstring. Just a reminder, both hips and shoulders should stay on the floor, and if they are reaching, you should adjust your positioning. Gently release that stretch. Tuck that knee into your chest. Place that foot on the floor and let's switch sides, starting with our knee hugged into our chest, extending our heel out in front of us. Reaching for the outside of that knee, bringing it across our body. Hip is welcome to release as you open that arm out to the side. Take your time, bring that knee back to center, roll onto both hips. Extend that leg, reaching for under your thigh, your calf, or maybe even your ankle. Gently release that stretch as you tuck that knee into your chest. Place your foot on the floor and go ahead and slide that foot out to connect with your other leg. Allowing those hands to release beside you, palms facing up. Closing your eyes. Let's take those shoulders, pull them down about an inch. And focus on your breaths. Are you completing each inhale before exhaling? Take a few moments with your eyes relaxed. Just start to bring small movement back to your body. Start with your fingers and your toes. Start small. Take that time. When you're ready, sliding your feet flat to the floor and rolling over to one side, keeping your eyes relaxed here. Take a few moments to open your eyes. And when you are ready, feel free to press yourself up into that seated position. Take a few shoulder rolls going forward. Focus on completing your circle here. Reverse the direction when you're ready. With your shoulders back, down, chest open, let's finish with our deep breaths. Exhale to your side. Inhale as you lift. And exhale. One more time, let's connect those hands to prayer. Exhale your hand to heart. Namaste. So I recognize a lot of you, but a lot of you I don't recognize. So if you are new to this class, please introduce yourself. You don't have to do it in front of everyone. You can send me a private message later. But I appreciate you joining in on our yoga classes, and I hope you enjoy them and have a wonderful rest of your day. My name is Cassidy, for those of you who are new, and I'm the program manager in Corvallis. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I got to check and see what the puppy dropped in the other room. Thank you again.